Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So as you may know, sewing is a relatively new hobby of mine and one that happens to take up a lot of space. Now we live in a small one-bedroom apartment, 40 square meters, and all of this new stuff that just entered the house last year needs to be stored somewhere. And as my collection of sewing stuff keeps growing, it's starting to get out of control a little bit, and I need to find a different, more suitable way to organize everything. So that is what we're going to do today. I'm going to take you with me, overhaul this room. Right now I have fabric pretty much everywhere. Like, there is this pile over here, there is a box full of fabric over there, and then this is my original fabric stash down here, which is also bursting away too full. So I need to figure out a different solution for that. Now we do have these two drawers under the bed, and I feel like those are underused at the moment and they still have a lot of potential for storage. And I think if I'm able to make room in one of them, I should be able to use that one for fabric storage, which would be a much better sized fabric storage than just that one tiny basket. When I start moving that, of course, stuff will have to be moved even more. And I'm also trying to maybe find a better place for my sewing supplies. Here is my second sewing machine, the new one. The old one is in the living room. It's stored behind the couch so you can't see it, and I think that's a pretty good place for it, especially given its weight, because it's incredibly heavy. This one is much more portable, I'd say. So I have that there. I have some kind of craft magazines there. My fabric storage now lives in here. No, not my fabric storage, sorry. My sewing supplies now live in here. And I think that this is less than ideal, as you can tell. It's kind of hard to keep organized. And I would really love to maybe put that in these drawers, which then means that whatever's in these drawers needs a new place, etc, etc. So this is probably going to be one of those tasks that sounds really simple and then creates this butterfly effect of me just reorganizing the entire room. So we'll see how far I get. I do hope to finish this today, but I think the first thing I need to do is to make room in that underbed drawer, try and empty it out. I can empty out this box right away as well, the old fabric stash. Any stuff that comes out of that underbed drawer can go in here. So I think I'm just gonna dump all this out on the bed and get started that way. So this drawer, up until now, has been kind of our linen closet. Bed sheets, an extra duvet for guests, extra towels, gym towels, things like that. And I feel like just looking at this pile, this should easily fit into here, which maybe would be more practical as well, because this drawer does tend to be a little bit hard to reach and I need our bed sheets quite regularly. So I will have to deal with that duvet somehow. I wish we still had one of those vacuum bags, but they always tear so fast. Okay, so we may not have a vacuum bag, but I did remember that we had this other type of storage bag. I think this is meant for underbed storage as well, that it actually fits into nicely. This thing was dusty. Alright, maybe I just need to declutter a little bit in my fabric stash. And here I was saying there's nothing left to declutter in this house. Well, there is. This much of the fabric stash is actually scraps and just needs to go onto my cabbage patch or to be recycled, because I don't know how much of this I can keep holding on to. Besides that pile, I was able to kind of... Oh! Okay, maybe not. It just about fits if I really squeeze it in. So what I would ideally love to do is get bins, organizing bins, so that I can store these upright and actually see everything I have, because this is still less than ideal, but at least now all of my fabrics are out of sight and all in one place, which is already a step up from what I had before. Oh, now I just need to deal with all of those scraps somehow, and then I can move on to organizing all of the sewing supplies. There you go. So this is very chaotic, and something needs to change here because this just doesn't work. I have a couple options. Ideally, I would like to implement these drawers. I'm kind of hesitant because I feel like putting things in drawers would be more practical, but also less efficient. And I'm not entirely sure everything that's in there will fit in these two drawers. So what I think I'm gonna do is, before I shuffle everything around to make room in these drawers, is I'm just gonna take out the glasses, see if I can fit stuff in there before rehoming the glasses, so that I can easily put them back in if it shouldn't work. I can't fit everything into the drawers, and it might not look more organized, but I do think this is better. I think everything I need is more easily accessible now, because this top drawer is the stuff I use all the time. This is my portable sewing kit, has everything I need to do hand sewing and stuff. So little accessories, then I have needles and some pins in here. These are my buttons, my sewing machine accessories. Here I have elastics, safety pins, snap buttons, things like that, and ribbons. A thingy full of pins, my pin cushion, and my scissors and my marker, fabric marker there. So this is kind of all the stuff I need pretty much every time I'm sewing. And then here I have everything else. So I know this looks horrible and it's definitely not ideal, but I'm still hoping we can move to a slightly bigger house sometime soon. So yeah, all of my threads, and then beneath that just, yeah, lots of sewing stuff that I don't necessarily need every single time. If I am able to keep this in here, then this should work. So now it is time to actually start shuffling everything around, because I have these drawers here, and this is my drawer full of soap. I have a lot of soap. But soap is something you can use up, so I don't like to get rid of it. But here's a bag full of soap. This is a box full of soap. More soap. And this is my special effects makeup. I'm gonna see if I can get this into that cabinet and put the glasses in here. Alright, I think I might be able to fit everything from both of those drawers in here. The other one contained all my incense and my essential oils and things like that. But now I'm thinking maybe I need to switch those two around, because that contains books and I don't need access to my incense and soap cabinet now all that often. So I think I'm just gonna put the books up there and put all of that down there. Alright, it all fits. So now here we have book overflow. This drawer is often used sewing supplies, less often used sewing supplies, and all my threads. Then in here I now have soap and incense and some leftover sewing supplies in the back there. And these drawers now hold my glasses. Whoops. There we go. Everything fits more or less. This basket, instead of my fabric stash, now holds our linens. And the drawer that used to hold our linens now holds my fabric stash. I'm not gonna open it again because it's very hard to close. It's far from ideal, I'll admit that. But at least everything is out of sight now. It is somewhat usable. Everything is all in the same place. And considering I've had to make room for an entire sewing machine and all of these supplies that are completely new, I do think I did pretty well. I am quite happy with this. I'm sure I'll change it up. I would absolutely love to put everything in organized little bins and boxes and things, but we are still on lockdown and all the stores are closed, and I don't really want to buy stuff like that online. I want to see it before I buy it because sometimes the quality is very different. For now, I'm just gonna leave it as it is now, and you know, you need to use storage solutions for a while before you know how good they actually work and whether you need to change anything. So I'm sure I will go in with organizing bins and things later on. And I also think I need to do some serious stash busting. I tried it a while back, but I need to do some more. I need to make actual garments out of the larger pieces of fabric that I have left. I think we can look forward to that in the upcoming couple of weeks. I hope I've given you a little bit more of an insight maybe into things like this. Sewing as a hobby works when you live in a small home. You just gotta make do with what you have. So if you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for lots more beauty, lifestyle and sewing content. If you would like to support me through Patreon or my merch store, there are links in the description box below. Thank you so much for your support. There is another video right here that I think you might also enjoy. You can go watch next. Thank you for watching and I'll see you very soon in my next video. Bye!